No Rest for the Wicked is an action RPG game where we play as a serum, a member of a group of mystical warriors with remarkable powers sworn to defeat the pestilence, which are our enemies in the game. I decided to do a 100 days adventure on this game. There's really no day-night cycle, so I decided that every 10 minutes I spent in the game is one day. So let's begin. I'm on my way to a place called the town of Sacrament. I'm being smuggled over to be the hero that will save the island. And with nothing to do in the ship, I decided to sleep so we can fast forward in time to we're at the island already until something happened. The ship was being attacked, so I left my bed quarters and went outside to check the situation. I got myself a sword from a dead body right here. I learned how to open the inventory and equip the sword. And with the sword on hand, I had my first ever combat with one of the raiders. And I emerged victorious and got myself a wooden shield. So I continued my way up from the boat and I fought an enemy, another enemy, and even more enemies. I failed the backstab right there. There was a tutorial on doing a backstab. I failed. I'm so sad. I'll just kill him the normal way. And after reaching the top of the ship, I was welcomed with a bunch more enemies and a bunch of our allies fighting each other. As I was helping our ally fighting the enemies on board the ship, eventually the boat has crashed after everyone was so busy fighting each other. I managed to survive that crash, but I was left with nothing but some scrap clothes. So I looked around the shallows for stuff that I might be able to use to survive in this island. I drop kicked a crab and killed it for its claw. Looted a bunch of stuff here that were glowing in blue, as well as some mushrooms and herbs that were just lying all over the place. I then found the captain. He said that he regret ever taking me in his ship to smuggle me here. And now this happened to them. He then warned me that I might not be able to go to Sacrament as there are a lot of guards guarding this area. So the location of the Sacrament was shown on the map. So now I have an idea where to go. I got a cleric's mace on this dead body right here. My very first weapon being stranded on this island. So this poor crab was my experiment with trying out this cleric's hammer or mace. I then got introduced to this thing called a fireplace or a fire pit. I can craft a food here, which is something that would heal up my HP. This mushroom soup heals about 35 HP instantly. If I were to eat the mushroom by itself, it would only heal me like 10 HP over 10 seconds, if I'm not wrong. This tower had some vines on them, so I climbed up and got myself a treasure that contained like a dagger. But I was greeted by like this pirate guy with a rapier. And he hurt so much, but I really want to face him in combat. So feeling confident, I climbed back up, tried to engage him in combat, but oh my god, I was in trouble. I was 1 HP. I ate my mushroom soup. I tried again. But honestly, I swear to god, why is this guy so strong? He even just parried my hammer and I died just like that. But gamers never die, they just respawn. So I respawn again from where I woke up from the shore. Anyhow, for now, I decided to explore the island and kill like some weaker henchmen or something before fighting that pirate guy with a rapier. So I guess this game is pretty hard, honestly. Everything can kill me. It doesn't matter what I have, but I can kill them as well, as long as I just play better. Checking out my inventory, I had something called a small experience potion. So I drank it up, I leveled up, and now I can put some stats. So I placed my stat points on dexterity on 1 and intelligence on 1. I wanted to wear the dagger that I got from the treasure chest earlier, but it had a restriction of getting some dexterity and intelligence. One warning though, in this game, there's no such thing as resetting your stats, so there are consequences of not thinking where to put your stat points. In this game, you can also parry, so what I'm doing now is spamming the parry button, and this is how the dagger attacks. It looks pretty swift and fast, so I'm gonna have to find some enemy to try on my slick moves. So I continued my exploration. I went inside this place called the Mariner's Keep. And let's try this bad boy out, our dagger. So I fought up a bunch of enemies here. There were even ones with the shield. They're kind of scary because they look like they're pretty strong. Just because they had shields. Anyways, there are a bunch of treasures here as well that I could plunder. I need to like kill these guys. Oh my god, it's so hard. These things are so strong. Or I'm just so bad. Oh my god. Woo! I lived. One of the enemies I hate in this game are the archers. I don't know how, but it doesn't look like they're reloading, but they can suddenly like shoot their crossbow out of nowhere. When you're not prepared, they're just like, shoot! Anyways, they're pretty squishy, so there's that. As I continued my exploration, I found a whisper. This is basically like a save point where it records our progress. And if ever we die, we respawn here. This game has an element where you have to slowly progress. Because if you don't, you'll fall and you'll die. And look, I found myself some pants. Let's go. Also gloves, I didn't notice at all. I also fought this really annoying enemy that throws like hand grenades. I hate them so much. It's like they're very hard to dodge. And once they go in their melee attacks, they strike for like 4 slashes. It's very annoying, I swear to god. As I went deeper and deeper, I saw this scene where a bunch of hooligans are surrounding this blacksmith right here, threatening him. I didn't really have a key inside, so I can't help this guy yet. I needed the mess hall key. So I fought a bunch of enemies just to look around the area. Hopefully we can get the key. And after defeating the guy, I actually found the key. It's just right here from a dead soldier. So I opened the door and engaged combat with 3 people. I'm joking. I'm gonna run away and kill them one by one. Yeah, 3 on 1, no problem. Let's go. Blacksmith thanked me for saving him. And with that, I can now interact with him so I can buy a bunch of stuff. He sold a bunch of tools like an axe, pickaxe, shovel, and a fishing pole. But I chose to buy like food recipes because, you know, it's permanent and I learned a recipe for food and food is essential. So this is where I saw that there's actually something like a dual dagger. Man, I want to be wielding some dual daggers. I bought a pickaxe from the blacksmith so I can mine this copper ore I found. With the lever that the blacksmith gave me earlier, I pulled and opened the gate. I then fought this guy with an axe and he looked really threatening. I swear, I was so scared with his damage. He looks so scary and strong. I died. Oh my god. Alright, round 2. Let's go, buddy. I emerge victorious. Let's go. I went down this elevator thingy and found myself a new armor from this chest right here. It was called the Knave's Tunic. And it looked pretty okay. Yeah, looks okay. And since I couldn't really find a way back from there, so I swam and looked for like an area where I can go. And I found these, I don't know how to describe them. I guess lizard monsters. So I tried running away. And I was successful at first, but then I remembered there was no other way aside from that way. So I had no choice but to go back and fight them. I had to swim like far from them so I can like have my footing in the ground. So I initiated the fight with these two. And I'm so glad I had these grenades I got earlier. So I killed that one lizard very fast. And now I'm one-on-one with this guy. And I swear to God, why is everything in this game so freaking dangerous and scary? I just suck. I think I just suck. In your face. And with this chest, I actually found a dual daggers. Let's go. I always wanted this. Now I have it. And I have a helmet. Hell yeah, dual daggers. It looks so swift. It looks so cool, actually. I actually had to go back up because there was no exit there as well. I just didn't keep my eyes open. The exit was just here. I just didn't see it at the first time I was here. So now I'm free! Yay! I escaped that cage-like prison thingy. Anyways, remember that rapier guy? I came back for revenge. And I died. Okay, round 3, let's go. This time, I'll try to be sneaky and deal like some backstab damage first. Hehehe. Just you wait. Okay. I got a ring though. It increases my armor by 23%. Oh my god, that's amazing. Anyways, I continued moving forward until I met these two people right here. They warned me about a great beast that was near the glades. I'm assuming this will be my first boss battle in the game. There's actually full damage in this game, and that's when I realized when I jumped down like that. I activated the whisper. As I walk along the road, I can see like a lot of dead people just lying there. So I'm really assuming that it's gonna be a boss battle once I reach a certain part of this map. And here it was. Oh. What the heck is this guy? Oh. Oh my god. Oh. I think we had potions. potion up. Okay, we got him. I leveled up. Alright, we have defeated Warwick the Thorn. I got a claimer from defeating Warwick, and it looks pretty cool to wield. It's so big. I feel like guts. Look at how I carry the sword, but I can't run because I'm encumbered right now. This sword is so heavy. For my current stat acquisition, I decided to go for health, stamina, and equipment load, as I wasn't really too sure if I'll focus on daggers right now. And I was so sad by the fact that I can't reset my dexterity and intelligence. But whatever. Because at one point when I got the claymore, I want to use it, but I have dexterity. Anyways, I didn't go to Sacrament yet. I decided to climb up this hill right here because I was very curious what was here. And I think it was a bad idea. Maybe I should just focus on the main quest for now. This was the first time I yoinked someone off a bridge and they died. That's crazy. I can't get their loot if ever they drop some because they fell. So I'm kind of thankful if they don't fall so I can loot their stuff. I met these lizard things again when I get to the top of the mountain. They weren't really that much of a threat, but they're really annoying. All I need to do was like save a bunch of stamina so I can spam my attacks on their face. Then I fought this giant tree. I don't see it properly, but I think it's a tree, right? And he had like a giant hammer. So I had to be careful here or I might die with his smashes. Yeah, I got him. Anyhow, since I encountered that guy, I decided I should go to Sacramentum now. I feel like if I proceed any further here, everything will just get stronger and stronger, and I'm just gonna say nope to that lizard guy again. I hate that ninja turtle. So after getting to the bridge of the town of Sacramentum, they lowered the gate for me. And I was met with hostility because they didn't know if I was friendly or not. Anyways, this other old man helped us clear our name or clear our identity, and we entered the town.
Welcome to Sacrament.
I explored the town seeking for treasures. I didn't get much treasure that I was hoping for because, you know, it's a town and supposedly why is there treasure in town when there's a lot of people. But anyways, we got a small experience potion and I'm very happy with that. I then spoke with this person called Caroline. It seems her husband was missing somewhere in Marine's Keep, I guess. I need to look for him. I also found a whisper in Sacrament, and with this I had unlocked fast traveling. I can go back to the last whisper I interacted with outside Sacrament. I also encountered the vendors area where I can buy a bunch of random stuff that they sell. There's also an enchantress here. And with 1 silver coin, I can enchant an item. So I tried enchanting my dual blades. So when you're enhancing something, the last 2 rune slots will be taken over. So I didn't really care much. I enchanted my dual daggers and I got a purple dual dagger. There's so many effects on this thing. It's crazy. Look at it. I have like copper on kill, damage deal increased by 8%, increased focus by 100 if I parried, and 14% stamina refill chance on damage dealt. That's crazy, but my health decreased by 20%. Anyways, I went on my way to the rookery. And here I met Rowan. It seems they were the ones who were calling for me. Rowan and this old man right here, the Watcher. And there seems to be a commotion down the tower. It seems this person called Celine says I was an unholy presence in this island. And they wanted to, you know, delete me from this world, but these old men protected me. Anyways, after the commotion, Rowan showed me my room so I can rest. Alright. What the hell is happening? So with that boss defeated earlier, I received something called the Ichor. And the Watcher can provide me with various abilities like increasing my equipment slot or my inventory slot of my choosing. So for now, I chose the ring slot since I had an extra ring with some good stats. I kinda regretted this because I think I needed more resource slots than ring slots. So Rowan told me if I can find more Ichor, I can just bring them to the Watcher so I can gain more of that power. It can supposedly strengthen my kind, which is expanding my inventory. Anyways, moving on, I met this really weird guys at the town. They said that the Madrigal is requesting my presence, and I don't know why they're whispering. How about no? Wow. I then got a quest from Winnick to go to the Orban Glades to fight a certain warlord. I then encountered Danos who can help me repair Sacrament with all the resources I get from the world. So for now, I'll repair this lodging staircase as it was really cheap, just 2 wood and 1 copper ore. The next thing I wanted to repair was the smithy, so we have access to the anvil. So more weapon varieties, I guess. I also spoke with Captain Randolph. He provided like daily quests and weekly quests. And the rewards were a bunch of silver coins. They're pretty big numbers. Actually, money is hard in this game. I also grabbed all the challenges I could as they provided like a bunch of random weapon rewards. The next thing I wanted to do was go to these 2 exclamation points. The very first one would be to save the husband of the innkeeper. So in this game, after time has passed, enemies actually respawn. And it is shown in the map because the map will be covered by fog again. And sometimes they come back more stronger and more annoying than ever. Like these 2 grenade throwers. I hate them so much. Yeah, I really hate them so much. I died. But not this time. I will definitely destroy them by spamming my attack button like a no-brainer. I then encountered this dude with a giant axe with a treasure inside. I don't know how I'm ever gonna destroy this guy when we're like in a very enclosed space and he just destroyed me. But I tried again and you know, I destroyed him and I leveled up. Yeah. Anyways, I had a hard time figuring out where the husband was. So I went to the beach and encountered this orc looking fellow with a giant hammer. He was very scary with his hammer. But as long as I dodge it properly, I should be able to take care of him, no problem. Yes. I swear, this game is difficult. There's also this guy with a giant shield with his partner, the archer. I hate them. I eventually found the innkeeper's husband as he was shouting for help. But again, it was guarded by this guy with a giant lance this time and then an archer. After climbing the tower, I finally found the husband and he was here stuck because there was no bridge for him to cross. So he asked me if I could find a way so he can get back to the town. So sure, I need to go all around and look for a way to drop the ladder just in front of us. Upon returning to town, I saw that the blacksmith was already here. I can finally buy and sell stuff to him. Anyways, he wasn't the reason I went back to town. I needed to enhance my claymore as I wanted to try this baby out. I had enhanced my claymore, it suddenly started to glow blue. I was kind of hoping I got a legendary enhancement on this. As I opened my inventory, it was just epic. I had an extra cold damage now. So I guess the blue glow is for ice element. The weapon is also indestructible now, but the only bad thing was the equipment load will be decreased by 27%. It made me encumbered and I hate it. I have to remove some of my gear so I can use this thing. It looked really menacing though and strong. I'm probably gonna be using it. I then completed a bunch of the daily quests I had, like the ore and the enchanted arms, because I enchanted the weapon. I got this really nice armor, but my focus is half, meaning I won't be able to use my two-handed sword skill if I wear this armor. The skill required like 100 focus, and I only had like 100, I guess. So here's the two-handed sword in action. It's honestly really slow, but it deals a lot of damage, I guess. I kind of missed the dagger since it was faster. Oh, looky. I found the storage room key. There should be some lovely treasure since it's a storage, right? Let's see what we can get from this thing. There's nothing. Oh my god, there's nothing here. I'm so disappointed. I honestly don't know where I should be going. So all I did was just explore around Mariner's Keep and the Shallow again and again. Just farming and grinding materials here. Well, this is my goal right here, but I don't know how to access this area. So like I said, I'm stuck. I did found this glowing cave, so I went inside. Inside was Marcos. He is a potion seller, but he wanted to test us first if we're really a serum, so he sent us on a quest. The place was crawling with enemies and places I should keep a look on because it's very hard to see where the routes are or where I should be going. Fighting warriors with shields are really one of my weaknesses in this game. I can't seem to find a way to potentially like kill them easily. I have a hard time because he keeps parrying my attacks, and yeah, I died. Anyway, since I died from that, I totally forgot how to go back to that area and decided to go to another way, which I'm fighting this giant orc-like guy, and it's very strong. I kept dying from it because I don't know, I'm just so bad. Just like one combos me to death. It's horrible. I eventually killed it after attacking it in a safe distance with a heavy attack. Because that's the only way I can fight this guy. I'm so bad at parrying that I have to do it like this in order to win. I looted a bunch of chests located here. I also opened this gate right here. So we are now closer to saving that cook or the husband of the innkeeper. Eventually found a place where I can help this guy out. So I kicked the ladder and now he has a way out of his predicament, which is the broken bridge. He can now go home. I found this really weak enemy. One of the enemy you encounter like in the start of the game. So I decided to practice parrying with this guy as he did no damage at all. I knew that I need to learn how to properly time parries, and it is very useful later on because I can't just take hits all the time and I don't really have unlimited stamina to keep rolling. So this was a good practice. Thank you for the practice session, little guy. I went to the enchanters to enchant all of my armor. I'm not wearing gloves right now as I'll become encumbered. I still need to level up my equipment load or else I'll be gloveless. This sword is really heavy. I need those equipment overload. I also tried out the feature where you can slot a gem into a weapon. So this chip quartz can add like electric attack to my weapon. I'm not sure if there's electricity there because there's already cold damage. So yeah. I also bought a bow, hoping it was a standalone weapon, but no, it's just an offhand weapon where it uses focus to shoot arrows and it takes like 15 focus. Pretty costly, but you don't need arrows. The only thing is you need a main hand. There was this weekly quest where you need to fight something at the war room and I have no idea where the war room is. I kept looking all over the town but couldn't find it. It was actually in the description that there's a blue door at the town square. I just did not read far enough to see that. I was able to enter this area called the Mason Shop, and inside was a tunnel. I was pretty surprised what it's doing there. There seems to be a chamber here, but we can't really proceed yet. And it seems Gordon has already settled in Sacrament. With no idea where to go, I grinded, and as I went back to the maps I already cleared, everything became stronger and stronger. I had bought myself a copper axe, so now I'm chopping some axe. In this game, it takes a while before a wood is chopped and only gives like one piece. And you need a lot of this to submit to a certain NPC in the castle or Sacrament. And he will repair a bunch of stuff for you in Sacrament, like building a better smithy that can provide like anvils and stuff so you can craft items. Anyways, as I was just headed to this blue light, I noticed that there was an area that has been unlocked. I haven't been here at all. So I was thinking that maybe this is the next area I should be going to, and I'm so happy that I can finally progress now. But well, I did an oopsie and died. Well, after my death, I got sidetracked again and visited the shallows. And I was met with this guy that felt like a boss. He was very strong and he threw grenades as well. And my damage did almost nothing to him. It's crazy. But well, I died. I almost got him though. I then went to another area and saw the same kind of monster I fought earlier. And this time, I'm using my brains and parrying this guy instead of like earlier where I just dodge everything. And I'm seeing better results. Parrying is so good. You stagger them and enemies just die. And I died actually. Never mind. Ooh. Round 2. Wait! So it's not like my 4th try that I managed to win against this guy. Let's go! On top of this place, there really wasn't anything amazing. There were just more enemies and some treasures that needs looting. I decided to just go back on using my twin knife because I really hate the very slow attack speed of the big sword. I upgraded my dagger to the maximum amount of upgrade I can, which is the full amount of tier 1. It now has like 8 damage, pretty strong now. It's almost comparable to my two-handed sword. I even inserted a rune called the Heal Aura, which I bought from the Enchantress for I think 1 silver or 1.50. This honestly saves me a lot of healing items because I can just cast it and heal myself instead at the cost of focus. Just 50 focus. I then donated a bunch of copper ore and pine wood to the builder of Sacrament in hopes that one day I will have enough to repair a bunch of stuff here. And finally, I found the war room. It's time to kill the boss that is lurking around here. I rushed at his face thinking that I stood a chance. Tried my best parrying this guy, but it never worked out. I kept trying and trying. So this guy was actually a really good teacher at parrying. Because I know I won't be able to beat this boss unless I learned how to time my parries correctly. So I learned a lot by dying to this guy so many times. It is a necessary skill in order to progress in this game. And this is what not giving up gives you. Victory was mine at last, and I have the Plague Icarer. I can now extend more of my ring slots. Then resumed my grinding activities as I still didn't know where to go. I then discovered this area in the woods full of monsters. I don't know what they're guarding, but it should be really good. These guys are no longer a match for me as I've been into so much worse with that boss where I tried to learn parrying. The end of the area, it was actually like a treasure trove of mushrooms and herbs. It's pretty good to discover this place. Now I can supply myself with a lot of mushroom and herbs every time this place's cooldown is... if the map is covered by fog and everything resets. While I was minding my own business, just chopping a tree for some wood, this guy decided to attack me. He doesn't know that I've been trained in combat with big bosses. Actually, never mind. While I almost killed him, his friend decided to join and I hate it so much. That is a 1 down, 1 more to go. Thank God to my aura heal that I can keep sustaining my life. After the long struggle, I still died. I hate it. I went back for revenge. Took a while, but I killed him. Let's go. And I got myself a helmet. The armor it gave me were pretty much level restricted. I needed to be level 11 in order to wear the new armors. But I had a lot of armor, like a whole lot of armor. Look at these 2 armors I have. It's gonna be game changing once I turn into level 11. So the grind continues. I really wanted to reach level 11 as soon as I could. I then donated a bunch of my loot to the person who repairs stuff. I then infused a bunch of gems to my items. Hopefully it would further increase my combat capabilities. While on my way to the treasure-like area with mushrooms and herbs, this thing attacked me out of nowhere. I have no idea what it is. Is it like a plant monster, a mole? Well, anyways, it's very strong. I managed to beat it anyways. And finally, it's the day where we finally explored the cave I've ignored for so long because I just died once here. My first ever fight is with the knight I hate the most, the one with a shield. But it's okay, we can parry them to death. I've learned a lot from the past few days of learning how to parry. If only I knew that there was a whisper here, I could have saved before I fell to my death and we could have proceeded with our main quest. After entering this area, I knew that I was at the right place because it triggered a cutscene about Darak the warlord. One of the quests we need to do is kill this guy.
Will anyone be left inside?
Alright, boss fight time.
Ellsworth can't protect Sacrament. He can't protect anyone.
He actually ran away. Oh my god. So I needed to talk to Winnick again at Sacrament, so I headed out and went to visit him, and then Odessa right here said that Darak, the warlord, has other plans. So I spoke with a prisoner that might know where Darak is right now, because Odessa said she's been planning something really bad for Sacrament. Okay, so I released him and we agreed to meet at a sewer. So going to the sewer, I met with Ratigan, and then he shows me a way to their secret hideout, which is here.
Kingdom awaits within, and all the rot that comes with it. Now we're square, me and you. If you find Darak, tell him Ratigan sends his love.
So we're now at a place called the Black Trench, and what's lurking is stronger monsters or stronger enemies than we have ever faced. There are these giant blue rats. They're not really strong, easy to kill, and there are also those leeches that are just crawling around, dealing some poison plague damage over time, but not really worrying about it as I have my heal aura. Exploring deeper, I see a cutscene here where someone is being chased by a monster and he got one shot. Dang, that's scary. I eventually encountered that similar monster that killed the guy earlier, and holy heck, this thing's damage is so high. Even with like full HP, I'm like getting clobbered to death. Oh my god. I'm kind of scared, so I went the other way. I'll just check that area out once I was done, but I encountered the same thing again. This time I'm thinking maybe I can take it on as long as I'm careful. Yes, I achieved victory, but I totally forgot it explodes and spawned like these leeches. Kinda annoying, but yeah, won against that guy. These things aren't really that threatening, so it's fine. I encountered even more of those monsters, but since I already killed one, it's not really that difficult to kill another one since I know how to deal with it now. Remember that boss in the war room? He's actually here too. So I'm gonna challenge him once more. But this time, it's gonna get... Never mind. Alright, so round 2. Let's go. I'm better prepared and mentally prepared. He'll die very fast. Yeah, I just need to be mentally ready, and I killed it with no problem. And I then obtained the water channel key. I don't know what door it unlocks, but I have it. Oh, this door. In this new area, I faced up with... I don't know how to describe these guys, but I get white lizards. And they keep spawning like babies once you destroy them. They multiply by 2. But there's a limit to their multiplication. Like, after you kill one, they become 2, right? If you kill those 2, they become 4. And that's about it. So killing this soldier, I finally leveled up to 11. Now I can wear the armor set that I've always wanted to wear. A really huge improvement in the armor right now. But there's one big problem. Currently, I'm heavy and it's gonna be hard to dodge. So I need to use my stat points to level up my equipment load, or it's gonna be a hard time for me dodge rolling very heavily. After I found a whisper, I decided to go back to Sacrament for now to upgrade my armors. It was a very risky move to enchant my armor, but good thing the stats are pretty decent. Especially the helmet, even though my XP decreases by 9%, but the resistant, focus gain, stamina, and every other stat it has was pretty good, so I used it. With another blood ichor I obtained from the boss earlier, I got myself another ring slot to be able to wear a ring that adds percent on my armor. I'm pretty tanky now for a dagger boy. I'm so happy for this. So upon returning to the sewers, remember this guy that like two-shots me? He tickles now. I am so tanky, oh my god. And after a while of exploration, I finally had a sewer lever handle. Now I can go to the other side because of this contraption right here. As I went inside this tunnel, I can tell that the boss is just around the corner. Because there's like an NPC who keeps praying. After entering what looks like an entrance, we have a cutscene.
You're sick. All of you. Trying to stop me. To keep me from Nora. But I'll save her. Protect her. From you.
So, boss battle time. And I'm not afraid because I'm very tanky. I got one shot there. Oh my lord. Alright, round 2 with phase 2. And finally, I had defeated that boss. It was a pretty long fight. The smithy upgrade was done, and now I have unlocked iron tools as well as new weapon, but it requires some strength, so I'm kinda not really into buying that chip daggers for now. I then went to the tower and got myself some resource inventory slot from the ichor I got. And once again, I didn't know what to do, so I farmed some more wood and iron ore so I can submit it to the builder, as well as killing a bunch of monsters so I can level up. It seems the monsters from the sewers are out in the open now, so I'm killing them instead of the usual soldiers that I fight with. They're pretty strong and I kinda hate them sometimes. I believe that was tanky, but for some reason they hit really hard. I guess the monsters have leveled up after I finished that quest. Now wolf spawn. I need the wolf claws to upgrade my gears to tier 2, especially my dagger. I really want to improve its attack damage. And from digging, I got myself a high level wand, I guess. Look at this. It's a staff. It has chain lightning. I'm very curious to how it looks like, but I don't really have it. I wish I could try out weapons. That's the only thing I wish while playing this game. But some weapons are stat lock. I don't really have the requirement to try out the other weapons as much as I want to. I don't want to use my points to leveling them up. Leveling up is pretty hard. I then remembered about this cave, which I totally forgot. It's finally time to finish this quest. I feel so safe with my armor. I remember the times when just a few hits and I die. But with this armor, I can survive for a while. Then I can use my healing items or healing spells. So I have more room to like adjust and achieve a victory. Got this really amazing ring that gives 3% stamina for damaged hit. So it's crazy. I love this. This is gonna give me like unlimited stamina. Exploring deeper and deeper, I finally found the thing that the guy or the alchemist wanted me to find. And it feels like I'm in an illusionary drug-like state where I see stuff. I can see bridges out of nowhere. Like this thing here. Some walls, magical walls, and magical stairs. So with this state, I can finally go to areas I couldn't before. It's kind of scary because I don't know where I'm going. Like I might fall because, you know, the way up here's not late because you have to be close to it, so it's kind of scary if I fall. After reaching a certain area, I got very dizzy and eventually the effect wore off. So I went back to the potion seller Marcus and he said he was just testing if I was a real serum. Basically, only a serum could survive that thing, otherwise it will kill anyone who has touched it. So now this guy will be moving to Sacrament and we can buy some potions off of him once he's there. I then donated a bunch of items to the builder again as I have been stocking up a lot of wood and copper ores. It took me a while, but I finally found the way to the next area. It's called the Nameless Pass. And it already has a whisper I can save to if ever I die. There were new enemies here. Only the armors are new, but it looks like they're kind of similar to the previous enemies. They're pretty squishy. I guess I'm too over leveled now because I've been staying at the low level area for far too long. Like just killing a new and improved versions of enemies. Let's look at this guy. They feel so squishy. I found a garden here, protected by that thing again that pops out of the ground, but no worries, we're very strong now. They're very squishy. I have upgraded my daggers already with the wolf claws I got. There are also new types of wood here. This is the spruce wood. These are needed to upgrade the Sacrament town to level 3. But currently, most of my establishments are level 1 because I need more pine logs. I noticed though, the enemies have enhancements on their weapons now. Look at this guy with his burning blade. Alright, iron ores can also be found here, which is a further requirement to level 3 buildings in Sacrament. Now I went home and bought a bunch of daggers. I wanted to get a better enhancement on it so I can fully upgrade it. I didn't want to use up all my upgrades on a dagger I'm not gonna use endgame. This day I decided to go back to the urban glades to get more wood and also the shallows as well as Mariner's Keep. I wanted to upgrade my building so I can unlock more stuff at Sacrament. I guess I've been progressing a lot because I can see like new weapon types now that requires like 22 of a certain stat. For that axe, it's like 22 strength. I also found myself this site by acquire 16 agility and 16 faith, which I really don't have the stat points to try this out, but I'm so curious about this. Just that I don't have the, the stats to try it out. I'm so sad. After all of that, I went to the nameless pass again and encountered Malik. He told us about the Riven twins. I'm assuming it's going to be the boss in this area. Anyways, I fought a bunch of enemies that were no match for my new and improved dagger with very high upgrade. And I mined a bunch of iron ores as well as I progress. I also mined some silver ore. These things are pretty rare to find, but they're always spawn at the same place. So once you know where it is, you can keep mining it. After I reached like a certain area to this map, I had a bit of a problem where I couldn't turn the crane to what I wanted or where I wanted to go. It's just stuck in place and I can no longer proceed because of this bug. It's a known bug and there is already a patch. So you will not encounter this problem anymore from this day forward. But when I was playing, the bug wasn't fixed yet. I honestly looked everywhere and where I should be going. My brain was having such a hard time figuring out where I should go, what I should do. Because it wasn't actually my brain's problem. It was the game. It was bugged. It was not me. I thought I was dumb, but it was actually not me. So I looked around everywhere in what could be a path towards that gate or unlocking that gate. I really couldn't find it. For the next few days, it was honestly just a loop. I really didn't know where to go. I eventually thought of doing something crazy as climbing the highest point of the mountain and just slowly dropping down. Hopefully I'd survive each fall. I'm not sure, maybe it's intended that you can go down here. I don't think so. I just survived that because I have a huge pool of HP. But anyway, I kept proceeding with caution until I reached an area where I shouldn't be there yet. I unlocked this ladder so I can come back here anytime. And I was very hopeful that I can now proceed because this was an area I haven't been yet. I even unlocked the gate behind the other gate that we were having problem unlocking and even had a ladder down. Now I have area or access to this area. So being hopeful, I climbed the stairs above this waterfall, but I couldn't proceed anymore because, the stairs was not yet kicked off. So I kept continuing looking around the entire area here to see if there's anything I missed that might help me in unlocking the other gate. I swam inside the waterfall thinking and hoping that the way is here. I was so hopeful until I scavenged the entire area and there was no way. But there was a chest. I'm happy with this. There was just a block. If I can move the crane closer to that 2 rocks, I could move forward. But I can't. It's stuck. It can't be moved at all. It's horrible. I hate it. I hate it so much. So I had no choice but to go to the Discord server and ask around if this was a known bug. Because I honestly didn't know if it was me being dumb or if it was the game. And I found out that it was a known bug and everyone got stuck there. But there was a workaround on this part. Someone posted a guide about an exploit on how you can counter the bug. You just had to climb that very small wood and you get on top. So Dang. If it wasn't for the bug, I wouldn't have used this area. But since it's bug, we have to use everything at our disposal in order to progress. Because I really wanted to beat the game. But don't worry though, as of today, April 24, it has already been fixed. If you decided to play the game, you can go through this area normally. And finally, we can progress. Oh look, it's that thing from the war room. So squishy now. Actually, it's a different creature. I think the one in the war room had like a sword. Anyways, I got to this prison-like areas and fought a bunch of monsters. I also leveled up to 15. And the moment I saw a whisper, I knew it was boss time. But well, I was actually wrong. It was just some of the, how do you call these guys? The soldiers of the empire, the town, the Sacrament, I don't know.
The gate to the holy city did not fall shut without reason. The ancients built it to defend against the plague.
The ancients are dead, Governor. It's our duty, not theirs, to save the people of Kalen. Can you not hear them yourself, crying out for help, calling us through the stone?
I hear nothing. The mountain won't yield to your words the way men do.
Of course it will. All I need is someone who speaks its language.
Hey, that's me. So I interacted with a statue and this is what I saw. Open in blank, peace on blank, close on blank, day of suffery, wispy of the slayer. I have no clue what I'm reading here. Anyways, I kept looking around if there's any place I can go to. And the guys who blocked my way earlier let me pass now. So I guess this is where we should be going. I took a little leap of faith here as there was nothing aside from the water underneath. So I was safe. Then I combated a lot of monsters, mined a bunch of ores, and looted a bunch of stuff. And I swear to God, I'm very overpowered with my knife right now. Look at all my damage. I still remember the days at day 0 when I struggled with one of these and was so scared as heck. Now I'm like a tank machine and an overpowered attacking machine. I totally did not notice this giant rock I can kick off so I can come back here. I jumped off and I wanted to interact with the whisper on the other side. And that was pretty stupid of me because now I can't go back there because I didn't tip off the rock. I need to go around again from the way I came. After I tried my hardest though to jump, but I just can't reach it. I have to go again. So another leap of faith, another swimming, fighting monsters, looting and everything until I get back to the stairs where the boss is. And I still didn't tip off the stone. Anyways, boss time.
Some of them begged. Some of them prayed. When we took their eyes and cut their throats. But there are no gods to answer. Not even yours.
My god, I'm too overpowered. I guess I got lost so long that I did so many side quests, killed so many like monsters, not doing the main quest. I got so much power right now. Alright, so with that we have defeated the boss and maybe saved some lives. Didn't even receive a single thank you. Anyways, after the quest was done, I returned to Sacrament. I was honestly lost what to do at this point. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what to do. All my quests has been finished aside from giving Iker to that guy who would give me like inventory slots. But upon going to the town square, I had this scene right here. Just an encouraging speech by old man right here. Anyways, Rowan called out for us, so I interacted with him and he gave me a book which I could give to the person at the masonry. So I went to the masonry. So I gave Elsa the book that Rowan gave us. So it seems the secret ingredient to opening this chamber was our blood.
This is the largest serum ruin I've ever seen.
There is an item in the game called Ember Fragments. You can get a lot of gold by selling it to NPCs as it has no other uses aside from entry to this dungeon-like place. And upon doing so, will light up the center circle area thingy, and then you can use it as an elevator to enter the dungeon. There are basically 10 floors before you fight the boss, and everything inside here will and can kill you because they're very strong. And upon reaching inside, I fought the monsters and they were kinda strong and tanky and annoying as well. They do drop really good equipments. By really good, I mean like an equipment that has a level 21 requirement. Basically tier 3 equipments. And the drop rate is pretty high. It's like every monster you kill will mostly drop like 1 or 2 equipment. And the rarity is either just white, blue, or purple. I never encountered any legendary items here aside from the boss. So for the rest of the days, I've been spending my time here at the Serum dungeon. I guess that's what we call it. The Serum dungeon. So here's an example of the items I get. Look at the amount of defense I get from wearing this one. Basically, the plate items are the one that gives the most defense. And I would love to increase my equipment load just to wear the pieces. Anyhow, I died to this guy. He staggered me each attack and I just died. So yeah, all I've been doing for the next few days is basically just farming this area. Because there's no more other quests, I guess, aside from this quest. There's still a lot of things to do in this game, like maybe make a new realm or create a new character, try out different builds. Because right now my build is pretty bad. I would like to actually play this again with a pure agility or maybe pure strength build, just to optimize so much more damage. In this current build, I focus more on health, focus, equipment load, and stamina. Not so much about my normal stats. That's why I'm just using the basic knife, the basic weapon. They basically have the same damage as the higher tiered weapons. You just need to upgrade them. The only difference is that the higher tiered weapons have cooler looking skills, I guess. This one just has the dash. Anyways, after beating this guy, I can proceed to the next floor now. You will be taken to another elevator where you can proceed to the next floor. It took me to this place like the Urban Glades, and I need to defeat all the monsters once more to proceed. This place was a really good experience farm, not gonna lie. I think each monster gives like 50 XP. So that's pretty neat. Look, for the equipments, I can sell them to the shop for around more than 80 gold each. I mean, 80 copper each. So it's gonna be making me rich, so I can try buying more weapons and enhancing them. The floor isn't the same each time. It's actually randomized. So for the third floor, I encountered these like sewer monsters. But the monsters aren't really the sewer monsters we encountered before. It's still the lizard mans with the dual scythes, sickles, I don't know. I met my doom here when I fought this giant thing that's really hard to stagger. And like, it does that. It one-shots me when he grabs me. I really struggled so hard to reach the 10th floor in the Serum Crucible. Needed to level up to like 21 first so I can wear the new armor sets. So for now, I decided to grind outside again to look for pine wood, as I haven't finished repairing the entirety of Sacrament yet, as well as other stuff I can find. Also, the chest here and the glowing pile of dirt on the ground gave me like level 21 items now. So that's neat. Defeating the twins and completing Servant of God actually made everything harder now. Like, I guess, let's call all these monsters right now tier 3. So everything I encounter now are tier 3 monsters. And it's kind of hard at my level, which is less than 21 right now, because my armor is not there yet. I'm under geared right now to have an easy life on these monsters. I found something really cool on my grind. It's this very large experience potion which gives 800 experience. Just one sip of that potion, I would level up. So I need to come back here since I died. I got clapped. And I swear to God, these tier 3 monsters are so strong. I needed to find a way to level up to 21 fast. But aside from honestly just fighting monsters normally and like getting random treasures like the experience potions, there was nothing else I could do. Just had to play smart for now, like parry, dodging, and attacking when it's free. Not like this, being dumb. I eventually killed him with my, I don't know, luck, I guess. And I got a experience potion from this guy, but I need to delete something from my inventory. So I now had like 2 large experience potions that I need to take and drink. And boy, I still need like 5 levels to reach level 21. I'm so sad. I decided to invest in 16 strength so I can try the chip daggers, because it has a skill called the dashing stab. It also has a different attack pattern than the usual daggers. It now like does like the dual slashes. The other dagger was faster. The attack speed on this one was slower. But the dashing stab was amazing. Look at all those stabs I did. It's so cool. And not only that, if the monster I fought with has no shield or no way to block me, I can always stagger them by just spamming my dashing attack, and they cannot fight back at all. Because they're like, all their poise just goes 0 after all these stabs. It's especially good against like large monsters like this one, which they don't really have shields to have some poise. So I just stab and they can't fight back at all. To think inside my head that my attack is making a sound called tickle tickle tickle. I'm tickling them to death. They can't move. So yeah, the next few days, I just enjoyed grinding myself with the monsters I tickle to death. If you're wondering why I don't lose focus, I have an enhancement that gives me back my focus. Like 3% damage dealt turns into focus or something. For stamina, if you can see that emerald ring, it gives like 3% stamina back depending on my damage dealt. So I'm pretty solid right now with my stamina and focus. It's just my health that I have a problem with. After my rounds of the normal map, I decided to go back to the serum crucible to grind experience here, as these guys gave more experience than the monsters outside. Or I'm not sure, I think it's the same. There's just more monsters here. And they gave like a lot of armor equipments, so it's easier to look for better gears before we reach 21. Look at me tickle the knights to death while the wizard is like doing its best to counter me. My damage is so cute though. That's the only problem I have with these daggers. I have such cute damage. I need to improve this, but I don't know how. I guess currently it's already max upgrade, so the only thing I have going for me now is either enhancements or some attack power enhancements with some blade oils. I then went to the area where the twin was supposed to spawn, but the boss doesn't really spawn again unless you make another realm and progress again, I guess. For now, I went back here and wanting to fight those vile thingy that drops blood ichor. It just basically spawned that thing we fought at the war room, but at the very least, it should drop some ichor. And Oh my god. My twin daggers are too strong. It didn't drop me the ichor though. And after a few days of grinding, I finally reached level 21. And that is my new armor sets. I'm basically wearing a bunch of random level 21 gears that has like the best enhancements. I especially aim for the healing percentage and the health percent. As for the weapons or the other stuff that also has something like stamina, focus, or health recovery when dealing damage would be really good. With the gear upgrades I had, the serum crucible was now very easy to deal with. Look at the amount of damage I deal. It's so high, and my armor is nothing to joke about. I'm very tanky right now. Continued on floor by floor, but I kept dying to random things like falling or becoming too conceited and died by the hands of the enemy who kept staggering me. This is a nice place to grind as it gives a lot of XP as well as really good items. I'm still looking for really good armors that has healing effects and health percentage. After struggling for so long, I finally reached the boss floor. I was readying myself up with whatever I had on hand. Time for the boss fight. Well, I got clapped. I had to reevaluate my standing and check out all my gears and what I can improve on. Because honestly, that boss was really hard. I really need to improve my gears or maybe some effects on my enhancements. Thinking I was ready, I attempted to fight the boss again. But I have to go through all the floors as usual. This time though, my dagger had the ability to leech up 3% health from damage dealt. So I now had a way to heal without relying on potions. But really, it's kind of hard to maintain HP. We have our dashing strike. Also, my loadout currently is on heavy as I'm wearing like mostly plate armor right now. I prioritize defense over movement because I know it's gonna be hard to dodge and I'm just spamming my skills anyways. Alright, I prepared myself, I buffed myself up. Once again, it was time for a boss fight. A while to reach this floor, but I'm here again. I swear to God, I couldn't fight back at all. So I tried again. And this time, I realized I could stagger him with my dashing strikes. It was time to tickle this guy to death. I should have done this way earlier. actually ran out of focus and I couldn't do it anymore. Right now, I had improved my gears. Currently, my equipment set is very light. I'm on a fast equipment set, so I can dash now. And I also fully buffed myself with focus, stamina, and some HP. So this should change. And now I'm more smarter than ever. I know now how to time my staggers. Wait, we go phase 2? I died. I panicked when I saw that there was phase 2 because I never fought him. Okay, that was horrible. I didn't give up and fought him again. This time I knew a bit about his attack patterns. I was so close, but I whiffed at the end. I know that this has been more than 100 days already, but I did not want to stop not until I beat the last boss available at early access. So this Echo Knight will meet his doom. This is the winning fight. Let me show you what I did to win. was honestly so happy that I had defeated the boss. So here are the loots I got from defeating the Echo Knight. So I got my very first legendary item in this game. It's called the Midnight Blade. And it has like 4 skills. That's crazy. And aside from that, I was taken to a treasure room where it had another legendary. And this time, it was a katana. I also got myself a health ring. 2% per damage dealt. That's crazy. So I guess that was it. I have completed everything that was available for early access. The game is very fun and honestly I want to try it again and with another build. I want to go for like a full agility build and try out a rapier or something, or maybe a katana, but the katana requires another stat. Alright, so thank you guys for watching our 100 days of No Rest for the Wicked. Hope you enjoyed this show. Thank you. For my equipment, I have this, just a tier 2 dagger. Very good. Would gain health. And healing effect, helmet, healing effect, pants, healing effect, gloves, and just a regular armor with some stamina on damage dealt and some focus so I don't, run out of focus. And then some armor and damage dealt. So once again, thank you guys for watching the video. Don't forget to click that like and subscribe button. Bye now.